problem that many people face. They receive a hefty medical bill after their insurance company denies their claim. Consumer investigator Carice Jackman spoke with an insurance expert about how you can navigate the appeals process and advocate for yourself.
Adria Gross, CEO and president of MedWise Insurance Advocacy, has worked in the health insurance industry for 35 years. She knows the system inside and out, including how claims get denied and the impact it has on families.
The major reason for bankruptcy in the United States is medical bills.
While challenging a denial may seem overwhelming, Gross says it is possible and worth it.
The first thing that you need to do is if you get that bill where they're not covering you, you're going to call the insurance company and say, why is it that you're not covering me?
Next, Gross recommends filing an appeal.
You're going to go to your doctors. Even if the first appeal, you get letters from your doctors, you're going to go back to your doctors. Let's say you have to appeal it again. You're going to go back to your doctors and say, okay, I have to appeal it again. Can you please help me with this? And you're going to tell that doctor they have to give you another letter, not the original one that they gave you for the first appeal. You need another letter that's going to be more specific as for the need that you had to be at the hospital.
If your appeal is denied again, Gross recommends seeking help from your state. Agencies that handle insurance appeals may have different names across states, but Gross says look for departments that focus on banking, consumer affairs, or medical bills. Gross says educating yourself on the insurance appeals process can make a difference. While the outcome may not always be in your favor, you'll be better equipped to navigate the system and fight for what you're entitled to. With this Watching Your Wallet, I'm Carice Jackman.
And it's important to note that your health plan cannot drop your coverage or raise your rates simply because you challenge a denial. So if you have concerns, speak up. Well, there's a growing number of Americans that are turning to so-called exercise snacks to help get at least 2.5 hours of physical activity per week. It's about 20 minutes per day. Now, certified personal trainer Catherine Gundling demonstrated the idea of exercise snacking on CBS Mornings. It involves short bursts of intense activity for a minute or two at a time, sprinkled throughout your day. And experts say that it's perfect for the roughly 80% of Americans who don't achieve the weekly guidelines.
We really want to get away from that all or nothing mindset, because even 1 to 2 minutes, we're not just talking about the 1 to 2. You're thinking about adding this in, so we want to build habits.
Now, other examples of exercise snacks include walking briskly for about 10 minutes, jogging in place for about 5 minutes, jumping rope for 3 minutes, or even stair climbing. It is important to note that there is no actual snacking involved. Well, in the world of fast food, Taco Bell is crunching the competition. Yeah, pun intended. The fast food giant has forecast an 8% sales growth for the current quarter at stores that have been open for at least a year. This is far outpacing their rivals. And Taco Bell's CEO says that the Lux Cravings box and its chicken nuggets, which sold out in just 2 weeks, well, they were among the most popular items with customers. Well, it is spring break season where many of us look to book getaways to beat the winter blues. But if you haven't booked anything yet, there's still some time to escape and score on some savings. Jen Sullivan breaks down the deals that you can still get.
Are you dreaming of white sandy beaches? It's not too late to snag some spring break deals.
I'm seeing some really interestingly low airfares.
Expedia travel expert Melanie Fish says she's seeing some flights for as much as 40% lower than usual for the month of March. Places like New York to Puerto Rico, LA to Honolulu.
Atlanta to Orlando, Orlando being a top spring break destination, 70% lower than typical.
She says the best way to save is to bundle your flight and hotel.
That's the way to save 30% or even more on your trip.
Here's the catch. You have to be flexible with your dates to score the best savings.
Thursday flights on average are about 17% cheaper than flying on peak days of the week.
Another tip? Fish says prices typically dip the last week of April. But what if you're beholden to the school year calendar?
Maybe consider a little road trip or even a staycation.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Well, coming up on your News at 4, we take a look at a new study that might be sounding the alarm on certain popular brands of braiding hair and if they caused cancer.